Hey, what's good? You already know we back. It's your boy P, the PM Lifestyle Podcast. And I my co-guest host, Brian Compton, back in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's still up in Dallas, Texas right now, man. Ain't went nowhere. So we about to get this thing cracking tonight, man. How you doing tonight, bro?
Man, I'm feeling good, brother.
Feeling good?
I'm feeling good,
Is it the
man.
cup or you just naturally feeling good?
I'm both of them. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good off the Holy Cup spirit, and I'm feeling good off. It feel like it's a Friday, but it's Saturday, huh? Yeah, it's Saturday. So
It's Saturday, man. I don't
yeah,
even feel like Super Bowl tomorrow.
we back. Yeah, man. That's it. Super Bowl is
Sunday.
tomorrow. It then creeped up.
And can we say the weekend it went fast, nigga?
It did go fast for that. For tomorrow, when you think about, yeah, it did. Because tomorrow is Sunday, man. Like Friday was a Zoom.
They zoomed by. You got here on Wednesday, so yeah, it's been a crazy weekend, man. It's Super Bowl weekend up in New Orleans,
Yeah.
across the United States, so everybody's ready to enjoy the game tomorrow.
Shout
Kendrick
out to
for
the
the
boot.
yeah, New Orleans is getting it in right now, man. And Kendrick Lamar fixing to do the halftime show.
Man, if you down there at the boot, man, y'all post some pictures or something on our social media pages, man. What's yours, Fee?
Mine is Phalon McKnight at Instagram /Phalon McKnight. She'll be scrolling across the screen in the beginning too. So
Bet.
check it out. And what's yours? Man?
I'm all that and some. ALLTHATANDSUM on TikTok, IG, and X. So y'all tag them pictures if y'all down there in the bayou, turning up, getting ready for this Super Bowl tomorrow. I know y'all are, man. I don't even know why we even wondering if it's turning up in New Orleans right now, man. That's whew,
You already know I'm ready. Look
man,
at
that's
that.
a
Yeah.
city for a Super Bowl right there, man.
And you know they had them specials over on Bourbon Street. You buy one beer, get like six beers free.
That 190 octane daiquiri.
Know you getting loaded.
That's the one.
I went out there for a Giants game one time and it was it was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I retired super early. I think I went out for an hour and I was back in the crib.
So if y'all out there turning up, tag us on them pictures. Let us know who. So we're saying that. Let's dive in. Y'all gonna three-peat?
We gonna three-peat, man. It's the Chiefs versus the Eagles, man. I know they mad right now for what happened last couple of years ago, but deal with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, we gonna three-peat, homie. We don't have no other choice. The time is now.
Well, I must say, I have to keep it 100.
As you
This
should.
man has been rolling with the KC Chiefs since I can remember. He is really, actually, you really the only like real Chief fan I know that ain't no bandwagon. Like he rolls with him like I roll with Dallas. Win or lose,
We
he
rocking.
roll with him. I mean, we look at him sideways because we didn't see this KC uh, transformation coming, and he been with him through the thick and the thin. So I mean, he happy.
Hey, they be asking me too. They like, man, you just came in. Nah, man, it's on my birth certificate.
Nah,
My grandmother moved to Kansas City, bought her first house out there, and I was born out there. So yeah, I was raised out there in Kansas. Well, raised in California and born in Kansas City. I had no other choice.
I mean, I've been born and raised in California, but I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan since I'm a kid. I'm Tony Dorsett and Roger Staubach and Tom Landry and on mine. I mean, so because people all that's a good one, because people always go, because you just stamped yours because you was born there. It's on your birth certificate. I wasn't born in Dallas, nor was I born in Boston. But both of my teams is Dallas Cowboys. I've been riding with them from beginning to end. Same with the Boston Celtics, since the '80s. So how you feel about that? Far as like being a Chiefs fan, you're born there, but you're in Dallas. Do you get sweated for that? Because I do.
Yeah, I get it. Well, they asked, but you know what I'm saying. I had recently since the Eagles went to the Super Bowl like this year, I done met people that's from East Texas and West Texas and different places. Philly fans, Steeler fans, different places and stuff like that. And I ask them, it's always gonna fall down to my grandparents. If somebody was in the household that made I became a fan because I grew up watching them in the household.
Right.
So you had no other choice. You know what I mean? But it's always between Baltimore, Steelers, and Philly is the ones I really run into.
Yeah, because I never understood how, you know, people act like just because, for instance, just because I'm born in L.A.,
Yeah.
my nickname L.A. in college, and it's like when you get in, nothing against L.A. I like California, was born and raised there, but I wasn't a Raider fan. I wasn't no
Niner
Charger.
fan.
I wasn't a Niner.
Yeah.
I was a Cowboy fan. My dad, now my dad was a Ram fan back with
Eric Dickerson.
nah, before
Before
that,
all
man,
that.
with Roosevelt, dang,
Oh yeah,
what's his name?
he
Was
OG in the
back
game.
there. He was back there. He was a Ram fan, but he eventually transitioned over to becoming a 49er fan. But that didn't affect me. But when he was watching them Cowboys and stuff, and I was watching Tony Dorsett run that rock, and Tom Landry, to me, he was like the first Pat Riley of football. He out there with the trench coat and the hat and all of that. But my point is, just because you from a certain state don't necessarily mean your allegiance is with them as a team. Like, people be having a problem with that. Like, I ain't never been to Boston. But I'm a Boston
been to
fan.
Boston?
I
Me
never.
neither,
I'm
bro. I
I'm
heard
going.
about it, yeah.
I'm. Well, I feel like to seal my allegiance to my squad,
Gotta go.
I'm gonna go. Like, I've been
Gotta
to a
go.
Dallas game. I've been out here in Arlington. I done been to Jerry's house. Boston, I just haven't been because every time I'm about to go, something come up. But I'm going to go ahead and authenticate that. I wish I would have done it at the previous Garden. But regardless of that, you in Dallas.
In Dallas. So
You a hardcore KC fan.
and
You
I'm
stamped.
and I'm glad you brought that up because guess what? Cowboys is playing the Chiefs next year in Dallas. We ought to go.
We going.
We ought to go. I think it's the third or fourth game. We go out there, homie. Cousins out there. We repping it. You know what I mean? The
We should
Chiefs.
plan that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we should.
Y'all
plan
heard it here. We're going to the Chiefs game versus Dallas in Dallas, Texas next year, 2025. So, yeah, count us there, man. We're going to be giving y'all an update of how that's going to happen. But so far for this game,
I'm not taking any bets for that game.
man, I had the little homies that was in the shop today, and the first thing they were saying was they going on Prize Picks. Wanted somebody to turn 18 so they able to vote. And, man, bet. And, man, bro, when I tell you they got a plan, they said that if Saquon Barkley hit a 40-yard run and you bet like $80 to $100, you get.
Okay, we'll talk about that because that
Real
okay.
talk.
So now here it's
I'm about to do it.
that's a whole nother online sports betting
Yeah.
with the youth. It's almost up there with the Peels academic because, man, people are really like, man, the online gambling has changed the game.
It has, bro.
It has changed the game.
Yeah.
None
And
to
they
knock
serious.
not to knock they plan
But
because
it's available to them like that.
right.
I ain't gonna put their business out there.
No,
but
don't
it's
put their
available.
business out
Yeah.
there because we don't want nobody knocking on these doors. And let me tell you, people,
Matter of fact,
you
I
don't
don't
want
even
to
know who we talking about.
you don't want to come knocking on these doors, but that's a whole nother podcast in itself. If you don't believe me, watch some of his previous Instagram posts. Trust me.
Yeah, please
Black
don't.
James Bond, don't come over here. But yeah, no, the online gambling, man, some people can't handle that. But in retrospect to the little homies that came today, it's very possible they could get paid.
Oh yeah.
It's
They
very
doing
possible.
it the right way.
It's
They
very
doing it the
possible
right
they
way.
could get paid.
But
Shout out to the little homies. Good luck to y'all, because
Yeah,
it's
good
gonna
luck.
take luck. Jesus can't help you with that.
So, with that being said, man, who do you have winning this game? You already know what my opinion is. Well, let me say this before you say that. I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's gonna be 28-31. It's gonna be by at least by a field goal. That's kind of equivalent to what happened last time. It's gonna be a field goals. I think Saquon Barkley will bust for a couple. He will have to stop the run, And the Bills, we had a problem with the Bills and Cook stopping the run. I think right now everybody's going to be back on track. We're going to have all our weapons there. So we should have an explosive offense. And I think that, we're gonna have to force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball, run. He's guaranteed a fumble in the game. And if we stopped Lamar Jackson and Henry, we definitely can stop the Eagles. I think we got them by 3.
It's possible. I mean, man, wow, you talk about a guy that's done his homework here, people. Shout out to you. Man, that's a Chiefs
Welcome to the
fan.
gun show.
That's a Chiefs fan right there, man. I mean, he did his homework on that. And I would have to say, my question to you was actually going to be how you guys looking on stopping the run. But you answered that in there. And the thing, and I did see one update that said you guys are all hands on deck. Like y'all,
Everybody except Bryce. Everybody except Bryce. So we just missing one receiver. We got enough receivers. So we got Chris Bolden. Chris Jones gonna be smashed in the middle. All our DBs back. Say everybody, man.
From what I saw, the Eagles have some injuries. So I mean, it's part of
I
the
don't
game.
trust them niggas though.
It's
You
part
seen
of the
Jalen
game.
Hurts walk out there with that mechanical leg, and then right before kick off, that boy Rick
No, he not hurt.
and threw it off like, yeah.
I wasn't even referring to him. Nah, he ain't hurt. And they had some other players when I saw their last little update, but
defensive players.
I mean, for the Eagles, man, my gut is telling me you guys are gonna win and gonna three-peat.
I like your gut powder.
No,
I like
and I'm
your
gonna tell
gut
you
powder.
why. Because, like I told you, most athletes will tell you it take a little luck to win a championship. I mean, as much as I want to contradict that, I can't, because I ain't no professional athlete, and I ain't never won no championship as an athlete. So I'm going to just have to go off what they say. And my homeboy got to be one of the luckiest quarterbacks I done seen run the field.
Ever.
Like this dude, I told you, you saw me doing the famous lean forward pass he did in a couple of games. I was
The
like,
Bills game. Yeah.
how it? So I'm basing it on that. I mean, do I think that the Eagles have a chance? Yes. Jalen Hurts, he's a beast. And then, shout out to Jalen Hurts for being a part of the D9. I'm sure his frat brothers.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he a Q.
Okay.
Yeah,
I ain't know that,
he
man.
part of Omega
That's
Psi
crazy.
Phi. And shout out to my frat, Phi Beta Sigma Incorporated, and my soror Zeta Phi Beta. But yeah, he a Q. So my thing with that, he representing the D9. He representing Philly. He representing black quarterbacks. Both of them are. But
Hey, did you know that was the first time in history, that first game, that we had 2 black quarterbacks?
who?
When they played the first time. Eagles and Mahomes. It was the first time in history that 2 black quarterbacks had played each other in the Super Bowl.
Shoot, I thought we had one before that.
Name it. Go ahead. Who?
Oh, you know what? I'm mixing it up with them Harbaugh brothers.
Yeah, the brothers was there,
played
but
each
we
other.
never had 2 nigglets quarterbacking in a Super Bowl game. That was the first time. So now it's going to be the second time in history. They're making history along with the 3-peat.
Shout out to the I think that deserves shout
There
out
we
to
go.
the black quarterbacks.
Came a long way.
Well, they wasn't, according to the good old boy rules, they wasn't good enough to make it to a Super Bowl. Well, so much for
Okay.
that. Well,
Yep. You see the game is
like
evolving.
Deion Cole said, well, they made
Because
it.
look, man, just not even recently, we didn't even have a lot of black coaches coaching. Within the last 10 years, it went from 1 or 2, 3 coaches down to the league is doing all right. We got at least 15 coaches.
Yeah, well, let's touch on that though.
Yeah.
The firing of these black coaches unfairly.
Yeah, shout out to my nigga AP, man, Antonio Pierce.
Man, didn't give him a fair shot. And
Not at
then
all.
it was 2 other ones that got caught up in the crossfire, same as Tony.
Mhm. I forgot what squad he was with. I
Yeah,
think
I
it was the Patriots coach.
It was 2. I think it was.
It was the Patriots coach.
And then there's one more. But they gotta they gotta cut that out. I mean, you
definitely
you
do.
giving these cats, a lot of these other guys, they getting a lot of chances.
1 to 3.
San Francisco.
1 to 3 years.
San
man.
Francisco
Yeah, hey man.
comes to mind.
This is the place to go ahead and discuss it. Oh no.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Man, look.
You gonna hold no punch.
I
Real.
I ain't no Raider fan, but AP, our boy, he ain't get a fair shot.
Nah.
That was a bunch of bull crap down there.
And he tried to trade up for Jaden Daniels. They said no. He was inquiring about Michael Penix. They said no. And then I asked him, I was like, well, what was the reason? Like, man, I couldn't tell you.
It don't matter. We know what it was. But
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying is, even
Brady.
with that, a lot of the black coaches, it's not even like cover up. Y'all, they not getting a fair shot. Like, you could just look at it. It's easy. Because it's a lot of coaches right now that's on rosters, you know, that ain't the color of our skin, and they still
team to
there,
team.
still got their job,
Yeah, man.
and this, that, and the third. But I'm talking head coaches, and if you gonna ex-clan them dudes like
He
that,
said X-Clan.
yeah, if you gonna ex-clan them like that, then how come Little House in the Prairie and them still playing? But
Yeah.
So yeah, shout out to AP. Hold it down. Do your thing. You represented everybody well.
Yeah, man.
You gonna always be a champ. So
They can't take it from you.
nah,
Super Bowl champion.
carry on, brother.
Pro Bowler. You feel me?
But you did get dealt
Mount
unfairly.
Sack champ.
You got dealt unfairly. Everybody
Man,
know that.
Antonio was Paramount Parks and Rec flag champion. So let's just start there. The boy been a champion. You know what I'm saying? That boy was playing for Paramount Parks and Rec flag champion. They 5th to 6th grade and they won.
Yep.
Shout out to Scrappy too. He was on that same team.
What's up, Scrap?
Shout out to Scrappy.
What's up, Scrap?
So yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. I think y'all coming out though.
Yeah, we
About
definitely
3.
need it. We definitely need it, man. Shout out to Andy Reid. Andy Reid finna come. Spags finna, I know he got some game planning to do. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna run up some crazy plays and some blitzes.
He a good coach. He really is a good coach. But I think part of that too is he lets your guy have some freedom. He lets Mahomes kind of, be him too. I don't feel like he got a leash on his neck.
The whole team seems like Andy is just, long as you let him know what's going on, he's okay with it. It's like, just don't go out there and pull no crazy rogue move. But for the most part, they say they discuss what they gonna do. You know what I mean? And then he let them execute. He'll tell them it's okay to go do it. Let's try it at least once.
Well,
That's
you
like
got to
life.
think, man. They the athletes. He ain't out there running the rock. You know what I'm saying? Them guys is the ones that get the job done. So you got to trust their athleticism to a certain degree too. These cats didn't get here because these cats are the pick of the litter. You know what I mean? These are dudes that have proven they could follow direction. They athletic. They can run the play. So I mean, at some point, you just got to let the human nature part kick in, which sometimes athletes ain't ready for. That's a natural trick play. Yeah. So,
You know what's crazy, man? You know what Andy Reid play for every year? Have you heard? Hamburger. He can eat one hamburger once a year if he wins the Super Bowl. As soon as they get on the bus to leave the stadium, the arena, and when they win, the whole bus pulls into a hamburger joint and he gets a hamburger.
Now, Andy
That's
Reid
crazy.
ain't the smallest guy on the planet, so what is he eating during the year? Because, I mean, is he sneaking some hamburgers in there?
I don't know, man, but I guarantee you this. If you guarantee the burger at the end of the year, I'm going to win a Super Bowl too.
I guess he ain't eating burgers throughout the season, people.
He ain't, man. He can't.
He eating something, though.
You seen his wife?
No.
That was crazy. He said he eating something, and then I come and told him he seen his wife.
Right.
That didn't.
But, yeah, that was an oxymoron.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, he got a nice little wife, man. So I guess she like, you know what I'm saying, you can have one burger a year. And I don't know what he doing, man, but
he eating good.
yeah,
He just ain't eating burgers
he
throughout
ain't
the
eating
year.
burgers, yeah.
But he winning chips though, so whatever he got, it's working.
Let him have his burger.
It's
Hey,
working.
look, I'll pay for the burger. Just bring that 3-peat home, man.
Yeah.
Bring the championship home.
But they gonna bring some money to Pat Riley too, cause he
I was
own
just
that
about to say
3-peat.
that, man. Well, they negotiated that deal.
They did.
They negotiated it. Yeah, he's gonna get a percentage if they win. He will get a percentage of the royalties off of the trademark. Now, who do you hit for that though? What company? Everybody? That's just the Kansas City Chiefs. So if the NFL is not putting out the what you call them, like who takes the hit on that money?
What you mean? Who
On paying the trade for the trademark? Yeah, for the trademark to use it. Who pays
no,
for
the
it?
NFL gonna take the hit on that.
Oh, so shout out to Kansas City.
because what's gonna happen is
I'd have changed it. I'd have said 3 times.
So basically, the shirts are already printed for both teams. Whoever gonna win tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, if the Kansas they got a 3-piece shirt right now ready to unleash on all these other websites right now, and Pat Riley is just sitting there.
Wait.
If it's I know who Pat Riley wants to win.
Nah, it's not on both sides. It's just for the Chiefs.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
he
can tell
went
you
for
who
the
he
Chiefs.
wants to win.
Yeah. So all the people in Africa, pay attention. If we just so happen to not come through with what we have, there would be some 3-piece shirts falling out of an airplane.
Yeah.
Over the continent of Africa.
They sure will, because the public ain't supposed to see them.
We ain't supposed to see them, but we will see it on a little African kid going yee on the commercial somewhere.
Yep. And if you are working for the company, you can
Send
slide me one.
Yeah, I say
slide
send
me one. I will have it on my eBay store in the morning for the highest bidder.
That part.
But yeah, them 3-piece shirts is already printed. Pat Riley will be getting his percentage because they're gonna have to have an official league shirt. So yeah, it's done.
And that's cold because he stole the phrase came from Byron Scott. Now that's crazy. Byron Scott mentioned it. It goes back to us creating everything that's going on in America. Set the trends. Byron Scott yelled it out. Ty Riley was like, you know what? As soon as I get on the court, I'm finna go trademark it. Did it. Remember they had the big face basketball players in back in the day on the shirts? Mm-hmm. Whole teams on the big old heads.
I remember it because my daddy was selling them T-shirts.
Crazy. We don't even see those no more.
That's where my entrepreneurship. We got, you know what? I should probably can't say that on the air.
Yeah.
But if you want a vintage Lakers shirt, holler at it. Holler at us. Holler at the P
that
podcast.
Yeah. So, man, it's going down tomorrow. I hope the refs let us play. Let both teams play, man. May the best man wins. You know what I'm saying? And I hope it's us.
Well, on another note.
How about those?
My Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Nation, what are we going to do? I mean, because this guy, he's playing tomorrow. We're not.
Yeah, he's on potato salad.
And, it won't be too many more shots on live TV, people. Just an FYI. We took that one on the chin right now. We're going to let it go. We had a rough season. And, and the funny part, too, people always be like, well, if we didn't go, you should be rooting for Philly because they in my division.
Nah.
It ain't me in there.
I ain't going for the ops neither.
I'm not in there.
Nah.
My team ain't playing.
That's like the Raiders going and we got to root for the Raiders. Nah, we don't want nobody to win that's going to be in our division.
I don't care about that. Yeah. All I care about is the fact that we not there and why. And it don't look like I'll be in the Super Bowl for a good little while because of some of the ill-advised decisions my owner is making. But,
And what you think about the hiring of y'all coach? Like, y'all took it was your offensive coordinator, right?
That part. We should have hired Deion Sanders. Everybody know. But
you know why Deion said he wasn't going?
Well, because Deion would have came in and had to run the show, and that's the problem that we face as Cowboy fans. We got, our owner is the GM. He's the face of the team. He's the one.
All in the videos.
All in the videos, shaking and dancing. Telling the players what play to run. So I'm a Cowboy fan just because I'm just a Cowboy fan. I don't see any rings in our future only because of the way things are being ran. Next subject.
Well, there you have it.